channel. Just got back from Shaw's yet again, and I needed eggs and English muffins, but my goal was to get some protein powder and some supplements. I wanted to get creatine. So, I don't know. Oh, I ended up picking up Crystal Light. Someone said in the comments, try. I couldn't recall if they said. I couldn't recall what it was. I know it was something with iced tea, so I was just scanning the shelves. And they had a peach and iced tea. And a lemon and iced tea. And I already forgot Crystal Light. Alright. So I got both of those. So here's the protein powder. I spent, probably not wise, but I'm thinking, okay, it's stretching, not as much exerting with like heavy weights. I was stretching with the goal of being able to touch my toes. And there's all these exercises you do to loosen up your hamstring and your sciatic nerve and your pelvis, all these muscles in your glutes. So I'm making significant progress. I think one guy was honest saying it's going to be about a month. Somebody else said, I think it was, the guy was already in shape. There's this flexible guy with a popular YouTube channel, and this other guy, couldn't touch his toes, just get below the knees, and then after I don't know what it is, like a 20-minute video, or even less, he's touching his toes. But I spent hours stretching, relaxing, and then going in and stretching again. And I was sore this morning. But the walk, wow, it's 35 degrees out, but it's this drizzly, it's this cold, damp cold that goes right through you. And but by the time I got home, man, I was just overheating because I wore the parka, Peter Parka. Crystal Light $4.49. I got a milk $3.99. That was the same price. They said at another story that eggs are dropping $5.99. That's the same price, I think. Or was it $6.99 the last time? I had a pile of receipts from more than maybe 10 years ago. I threw them out a couple of years ago. I should have saved those. Those would have been interesting too. But there were a lot of them that are starting to fade. Okay, so they had this multivitamin. I didn't get omega-3. It's supposed to be good for you. So I'm down to 195. Pretty sure I'm doing a calorie deficit. Not fasting, but just a little at a time. So it was buy one, get one free. Omega-3. Gummy bears. So if you look at the Shaw's website, they have like a ton of creatine products. But then when I go to get the protein powder, there's no creatine there. They had a sports drink or sports nutrition section, but that was all like energy bars, and it wasn't there either. So, and I didn't see the tags on the shelves saying creatine. Oh, let's see. Serving sizes too. Wow. It's like candy. I would rather be like 158, slim, toned, and real flexible than, just sort of toned and then bulked up some muscle. Ever see that video? There's a muscle guy. They put a sticky note on his back, and he can't reach it. He's so bulked up, he can't. His movement is limited. So these supplement things are expensive. There's $27.99 for that. But that, wait to hear this. So they had no creatine. So I passed the CVS and I'm like, I'm down here. Let me go into CVS. So I got the 2 bags of groceries and the milk. So I know I'm gonna I've got the parka on, so I look like a homeless guy. And I think I'm gonna draw attention. So I ask immediately when I go in to the cashier. And I just said, where's the protein powder? And they said, aisle 13. So I go all the way up there. I don't see it. And Shaw's had a version of it. It was a gummy bear version of creatine. So I went up to the pharmacy and asked them. And they didn't know where it was. But then somebody was just checking in. The guy was checking in. They asked him. So he goes over and there was one on the shelf. I was just looking at the shelf, but there was this one. That's it. And it says creatine. And it's green. I couldn't see it. It was on the lower shelf, but you know how much this is? What surprised me is that this isn't behind the counter. $44. Yikes. So I got it anyways. I was there. And what else did I get? Here's the crystalline. So, this one says the battery must have died. I didn't notice it. Would have thought it would have been flashing or something. But, yeah, I get 2 batteries. One's always on the charger. So, I don't know if this... I was thinking maybe I could have a grocery haul Minecraft video. Because I'm really... these are the... I don't know if this was... I looked up and it was a blank screen. It was off, so... This is the crystal light I got. But I was thinking of doing that, or I'm really jonesing for. I got hamburger in the fridge. Making some meatballs, having spaghetti and meatballs on a salad. English muffins. Buy one, get one free. So I got 2 for $5.29. There's the other one that was free. There's the eggs. Everybody's going for the medium eggs. They're always, well, it is Sunday, they're always out of the medium eggs. The eggs, $5.99. I had 2 boiled eggs and an English muffin with peanut butter and a cup of tea this morning. What else we got? Oh, the iceberg lettuce. The iceberg lettuce looked like it had gone through a freeze. All the outer leaves on all the iceberg lettuces were like mush. So, oh, maybe it was the lighting, I don't know. I got a small head of lettuce here. So, that's for my salad. I don't have any garlic toast though. That's okay. Garlic bread. $2.49. So, Svengoolie tonight is Godzilla vs. Monsters 0. I like that latest version. The Godzilla and the 3-headed dragon. The latest one. How many years old is that now? You can watch the clip on YouTube where he just oh yeah, he's like radioactive. I think they think he's gonna blow up, but he just takes that energy and destroys that monster. Destroys 2 of the heads, so there's just 1 left. So, yeah, spaghetti and meatballs. It's 7 o'clock right now, quarter past 7, 7:14. Alright. I don't know. I'll make a small plate of spaghetti. It doesn't have to be substantial. Get some carbs. And, yeah, I'll probably take some of this today. Although some people, that guy that works with the guy on Athlete X, he said he had to make bathroom runs from having creatine. Did not agree with him. Alright, so yeah, we'll see what the next part of this video is going to be about. I could always do later on, do a Minecraft video too, next. So stay tuned. Alright, so spaghetti and meatballs it is. Up there, put the flame on. Flame on. Got the meatballs here. Whoops. It scared me for a second. Always something. I hope those don't stick. So, I got rid of my Teflon pans. How many people have Teflon pans that really haven't been non-stick So I was watching a short, I think it was Joe Rogan's short, and they mentioned, or it might have been someone else's channel, they mentioned that Teflon was invented for tanks initially. So I want to get a nice, those, if you look at any restaurant cooking shows, they always have, they never have non-stick. They can't, that's a waste. They just have those nice professional aluminum or aluminium pans. Or they're clad. I think aluminum is good heat transfer. But they wouldn't use, they have, they take those pans single, they make one meal, then they take it, they put it in a dirty pile, and they get another clean one to make another meal, and they just throw it in the pile. They don't have time to use special utensils. They're not as durable in a professional kitchen environment or restaurant environment. So I got the water rolling, boil almost. I got the sauce on the stove. And these are just minced onion, an egg, beaten egg, salt and pepper, and Progresso Italian breadcrumbs. So, let me finish this on the stove so I don't waste this can of butane or whatever they call it. Propane. What do they call that? It's a butane, I think. And sit down and have a nice meatball and spaghetti with the salad I made right after this. Alright, I've got my spaghetti sauce and meatballs, and salad. I guess I'll probably just use this. Oh, yeah. Where can I put this? Alright. This is the store brand. I found this in the cabinet. I didn't use the new stuff. It's thick pasta. It's okay, I guess. But it's a spicy meatball. Oh, I'm completely forgetting the obvious here. Unfortunately, my Parmesan, I forgot to put it back in the freezer, and I had it in the deli drawer, and it started getting moldy. Dope. That's okay. nice to have some garlic bread. Garlic sticks. I haven't had garlic sticks for a while. Oh yeah, let's have it. Okay. Medium resistance. Oh yeah. It's funny, the pasta that was left, it wasn't enough to split in half. You know, they say about it on the boxes, a half-inch diameter. So it wasn't enough to make two, but it was too much for one. So decided to cook the whole box, and there's some bits in the pot. Okay, those turned out pretty good. My stomach agrees. Pasta. Delicious. I don't know, should I put it in a separate bowl? Move that aside. Whoops. I'd have to just flop it in. Oh, almost in my lap. Excellent. I've seen this news story, this headline. It's been 4 or 5 days or whatever about these U.S. soldiers missing, I think in Lithuania. And I thought it was something nefarious, like they were kidnapped for political ransom or something like that. Because I thought they said they saw the vehicle, but not the soldiers. But now I think what happened was they had an armored vehicle and it sunk in the bog. I thought they were saying that they found the vehicle and the soldiers were missing, which I was scratching my head. I'm like, how could that be? meatballs are gonna fill me up. It's a good thing I didn't put all the spaghetti in my plate. I gotta try to make lasagna one of these days. I seen in the comments some people said that I shouldn't be drinking Crystal Light. I haven't drank it all my life, so starting now, I think, when they get negative results in lab testing, they have mice take unrealistic quantities of something, in order to get a negative result. These meatballs in half, put them on a nice piece of Panadosi's French bread with some mozzarella cheese and spaghetti sauce on it, toasted in the oven. Nice Italian meatball sub. I'm stuffed. I'm gonna have to put the other meatball back. Oops. I felt that. People probably got a good laugh out of that. I can't remember the last time I had spaghetti meatballs. Oh man, I'm gonna fall asleep after this. I was gonna do some more extra stretching today, but I think I overdid it yesterday. Well, I know I did. You know, it really is true. You don't need any fancy equipment. You can just use your own body. And see, they advertise that exercise program geared around just having a chair, you know. As my dad would say, your eyes are bigger than your stomach. Got done with a smaller. I think I actually had the correct amount of spaghetti initially. I put a little bit more. There's always room for dessert. I'm contemplating a cup of tea and a couple of Keebler fudge stripes. Did I open those up already? I think so. I think I might have. Excuse me. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have a nice cup of tea, so I'll be right back. Okay, optics here, sweet and low, and fudge stripe cookies. But that's less sugar than I would have had with my fudge stripe cookies. It's perfectly reasonable. See that? I don't put it in there for a long time. I wonder if it's okay to have that creatine before you go to bed. I don't know, maybe I'll take, yeah, I don't think I could take a 8 fluid ounce glass of milk, well, not right now. What was the movie I was thinking of that I actually have never seen? An old movie. I mean, it's a modern movie, but I was just thinking about it the other day. I'm like, I never saw that. I have no interest in seeing it. Oh yeah, G.I. Jane. I never watched G.I. Jane. I seen somebody doing push-ups, and I'm like, that seems familiar. Where have I seen that before? And I think on the previews for G.I. Jane, that was a big thing. Where you do this, like, I don't know what they call it. Some fancy push-up. Does she do it with one arm? I don't know. How did I get that in there if I can't even, I barely get it out right now. Alright, so we got some fudge stripe cookies. These are okay for dipping too. Wow. All of a sudden I had a flash. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the sweet and low. I was getting like a taste of coconut, and I had a flash like, oh, I'd like to have those. They're like fudge stripe cookies. There's people that make those, but they have coconut on top, drizzled in chocolate. It's funny. Yesterday, I was Googling how long does it take to burn 250 calories, maybe. But I was looking at Stairmaster videos. And I googled something, and the very first list on there, I read Stairmaster. It's clear as day. It said something, 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 and the result, Stairmaster. Then I looked at it again, and nowhere in the title or in the paragraph was the word Stairmaster. It's like my mind had subconsciously inserted that. I'm looking at it, I'm like, I could have sworn I just read the word Stairmaster. What was I looking at? I was gonna eat something, and then I said, "Oh man, it's gonna take me an hour." People don't realize how difficult it is to burn calories, how long it takes. That's a big piece of equipment. Stairmaster. I like that thing. It goes, I know what they call those, it's funny, I'm watching the video and this guy's talking about the Stairmaster, and people go in, they get on the Stairmaster, they put their iPhone, on the equipment, and then they lean on the equipment and they just watch in there, and they're not getting a useful workout. Those videos are incredible when you see people using equipment in the gym and they don't know what they're doing. I don't think I've ever seen, I don't know where people get these impressions or ideas of how you use a certain piece of equipment. They'll use something that's dedicated for a certain group of muscles, like in the legs, and they're using it for the arms or something. It's like, did they just make this up themselves? Okay, I'm gonna have another one. Oh. Two came out. Oh, they're just so good. They're so good. Okay, this is the last two. I'm still getting a taste of coconut. Those exercises yesterday, those stretching exercises, really made me feel good. But then, like the next day, it's like I'm starting from square one. Thanks again, everyone, for stopping by, taking the time to watch another one of my videos. That was a nice spaghetti and meatball meal with a salad. And a nice cup of tea with fudge stripe cookies for dessert. Thank you for your continued support and your comments. Thanks for using the Amazon affiliate link in the description to make any of your Amazon purchases. Thanks to my subscribers that have helped support the channel with super thanks. Thanks to all my PayPal contributors. I appreciate that. Hopefully I'll fall right asleep tonight with that spaghetti and meatballs in my stomach. Let's see, tomorrow's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. If I freeze the meatballs and spaghetti sauce, I still have those kielbasa and sauerkraut in the fridge. I could freeze the meatballs, spaghetti sauce though. And I've got chicken wings. I'll put them in the, maybe I'll just put them in the freezer tonight. And do a 3-day fast. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I want to desperately, well, not with fudge stripe cookies. I want to get to 190. So, till next video, everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye.